Hey, it's MK, and I am here with another Kit Conspiracy layout for you guys today using week two's kit. And today I have all of these pictures. There's 4, 6, 7 pictures, 8. I don't know. 9. Looks like I have 9 pictures. And then I will be making a single page layout. So I've got all of these little fussy cut out pieces that are from the paper pack that we are using. I fussy cut them all out. Basically, before I started filming, I wasn't sure if that's what I was going to do, but then I took a few minutes and went ahead and just cut them all out. I've got these 2 wood pieces also from some Assemblage required that I am hoping to use on this page. I've got a tag and a acrylic piece. The acrylic piece is from the February monthly box from some Assemblage required, and then the little tag came from the Echo Park frames and tags kit that also came from that same monthly box. I pulled out my ephemera bits from the 49 and Market collection that we used for this cruise album, and I thought just in case I needed to pull things from it, I've got it off to the side. I've got a glitter paper piece that I'm going to be using to mat all of my photos. And then I also have this one piece here that I'm thinking about doing double side, but now I'm thinking about it and I should have rotated that wood grain so that way they're not going up and down with the little suitcases. So anyways, I also thought about bringing in this piece of packaging because of the little striped strip that I could use. I'm still debating on it. I'm not really sure. Oh my goodness, there's actually 4 photos on this one right here. So I think there's more than 9 photos. So what I did was I took another full sheet of this glitter paper, and I know it is totally cheating. We're only supposed to bring in full sheets for our base paper and then also 2 full sheets for our, scraps into our kit. And I have been bringing in full sheets for my photo matting because I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough paper to be able to mat everything. So for this many photos and me wanting to keep this as a single page layout, I am going to actually use a lot of flip flops. So I'm sharing with you guys these 2 different styles of flip flops that actually come in the pack. They're 3x4s. They used to be offered by Close to My Heart, but now Stampin' Up! Has taken this patent and is now offering it under their brand name. It is the exact same thing, and I love the fact that they still offer the 2 different designs. They offer one with the sticky on the 3-inch side and one with the sticky on the 4-inch side, and that just lets you know that you can have landscape pictures opening on the side or horizontal pictures opening up and down. I mean, it's just limitless of how you insert your pictures and stuff like that. So I was just sharing with you guys how I was going to insert mine. And then I also brought in another 3x4 that has the smaller flap on the top because I'm going to take these 2x3 pictures and I'm going to alter, I'm not going to do it on camera, but I am going to alter this specific pocket to match my needs. And what I plan on doing is I'm going to put the picture in as close to the adhesive strip as possible. And then I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and sew around it and then cut off all the excess bits and pieces. So for now, I'm just going to put my extra photos in the pocket so that way I remember to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the stripe off of this packaging just so that way I can show you guys. I was actually going to use all those little squares as well, but I never got around to that layout. I have about 3 other layouts that I was going to do with this specific kit, but I 6 days. 6 days and 9 projects planned, and I was only able to get out 6 projects. So because I have to move on, right? So here I'm just trying to figure out how I want my pictures laid out on the page, and then also do I want more wood grain than suitcases or vice versa. I did like it with just a little bit of wood grain, but in the end, the wood grain always wins. And then to my surprise, while I was building this page, my son's girlfriend brought me a small little gift. And so she had it wrapped in this ribbon, and she used a little bit of glue. That's why that goober is on there. But look at the rug that is in this Airbnb and the ribbon that she just sent me. They matched perfectly. I was like, what? I could definitely use that ribbon instead of the, because I would have had to take the stripe paper and alter it quite a bit. It definitely blended in a little bit too much. So I was super stoked to get this ribbon. So that is what I am going to end up using. And I'm going to use my tear and tape, which I actually buy the Square Tape brand. I haven't had very much luck with the off brands back in the day, but I have not purchased any of the recent off brands. I know that Stampin' Up! Offers a tear and tape, and then I also know that there are other companies out there that offer this tear and tape. I think scrapbook.com does, things like that. I personally just have not tried any. The last time I tried something, I think was in 2013. Or 2013. Oh my stars. That's a real date somewhere. But anyways, I just love how this ribbon matches that carpet. And then in the end, the carpet ends up mostly getting covered up. So go me. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of my photos down. That way they are tacked down and where I want them to go, because I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to decorate this page just yet. It's a lot of photos, and I knew I was going to cover up a ton, and that's probably why I chose all of that wood grain, because I knew it wasn't going to be so busy that my embellishments were going to get lost on the page if I had them nicely nested on the wood grain. So this awesome fence is actually in between both of the properties that I'm assuming, because it's called #boardhouse. And then it's also got totem poles that have this person's address and then this one's address. So I'm assuming they're owned by the same people. And in between the two houses is this amazing fence that we've got going on here. So I really wanted to draw attention up there. And I had this awesome wood piece. It's from my abstract palm set. And to me, it felt like it went with this collection beautifully, or went with that picture beautifully. And I definitely wanted to put this beach house next to it and with this fence. So I knew that that's what that was going to go on. And the TV made a perfect dead space for me to be able to do that. I didn't have to worry about covering up the suitcases or anything. I did also want to nestle one of the gal's bags in with my next cluster. And then I thought, I'll just have the cluster go all the way around the bottom and wrap around and then incorporate this acrylic piece into the cluster. I really did have a fun building that border piece. But in the end, the whole cluster ends up wrapping around the suitcase photo. It ends up just all becoming one giant embellishment per se, but I did have a lot of fun building it and setting it all up. So because of this little leaf that I just added, it kind of blends it all in. And then I'm sharing with you guys again where the flip-flops will go and what the page will look like when you first open it. Now I'm putting all of my flip-flops except for the one with the little, what is that called? Surfboard on it. I am putting them all to where they open on the right-hand side. And the reason that is because this page is actually going to go on the left page protector. So when someone flips it over it's going to go on the right page protector. So when someone is flipping through my album and they don't remember to close the flip-flops, they'll automatically close as the person flips the page. So, because remember, flip-flops go on the outside. All right, you guys, so that is my layout for you all. I did also end up taking my palm tree and inking it off camera. Just because I inked it on another video, it's the same concept. All right, again, don't forget to check out all the links that I have down below. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me today. Also, too, don't forget to check out Janet Fritz's channel, who is Galaxy Girl Creations here on YouTube. She is my partner in Kit Conspiracy. I definitely could not do this without her. So anyways, again, thank you so much, and I'll check you later. Bye.